This is a med kit that I modeled in Blender a little while back, and I think I'm going to go ahead and try to model either this or something very similar to this for some practice, in particular practice modeling, you know, these little instruments here and that kind of thing. All right, so this is not a video tutorial. I'm still a relative beginner in Blender, but I just want to have some fun and do some modeling, and I figured I'd do it on camera so you can watch me do it if you're interested in that kind of thing. All right, so I'm going to be over here in Blender 2.76. I don't know if there's a new upgrade. This is a while back, maybe some there might be. I'm going to start in top ortho view, and I'll start by bringing in a plane. I'll scale it in the X, just like that. All right, go into edit mode and hit E to extrude and bring this up, something like this. And I think that's what I want to do. I want to make this go down a little bit, so I'll just go ahead and hit inset, and it'll inset it just a little bit that way. Back to top view, and I'll scale it in the Y to sort of make it match up. Let's scale it back in the X. Something like that's going to be fine, I think. So I'm going to hit E to extrude, and I'm going to bring this down. Let's go into a wireframe so I can see what's going on. Bring it down close to the bottom like that. That's not what we want to be doing. Let's go out of wireframe, and we've got that kind of thing going on. I'll come over here and add a madcap material. That one actually might be fine with ambient occlusion, so see my shadows and stuff. Okay, cool. So that's going to be my bottom part here. I'm going to round out these sides, so let's do that. I'll hit apply scale first, and in edge mode I'm going to select that edge, this one, and this one, and I'm going to go Control B, pull back, and not too much, and give a few segments, and let me see if I have a problem doing this. Maybe I should have done this before I did my inset, but I think I'm okay. All right, if I put on smoothing, let me try 45. I could get that. I might do subdivision surface later on, but that looks like it's going to be okay. Maybe I will want to grab the bottom surface as well. Let's get rid of that grid floor. Okay, let's try this as well, just a little bit, maybe one segment, and just a very small curve. Okay, that looks okay. I may have some shading issues, but I'll worry about that from the smoothing later on. Okay, now come up here, and I will grab that whole row there. I'll hit E to extrude, and I think from top view, maybe even wireframe, I'm going to go scale in the X, bring it out a little bit, scale in the Y and bring it out a little bit. Let's see just if that's too much or how it's going to look. That looks okay. That being the case, we'll come back in here, and I want to see if, if I can still grab these edges or not, top and bottom. And I'm actually going to switch, not that. I want to use a different color. I'm finding it hard to see, so we'll start with that. So I'm all the way around. Let's see if I can bevel this just a little bit. Just like that. One division. Let's just see what that looks like. Well, I'm not crazy about that yet. I don't know if I can get out of that or not. It doesn't matter because I want to do this something with this one here. If I can. I'm not sure if I'm actually getting an edge on that. Yeah, I think I am. Okay. Okay, I could probably live with that. So that would be my lower section there. Something like that. And I'll have to do the top as well. And to do that, I might just copy this whole thing. Let's see what I can do with that. If I just do that and rotate X 180. Let's go into that and wireframe. Let's see what that would look like. As a top, it's not too bad. Except I think maybe this has to go over the bottom. I don't know, not necessarily. Maybe they just fit flush together. Now, one thing I am actually noticing is I'm not crazy about the roundness. So let me I'll try this. I'll see if adding in some edge loops will sharpen it up a little bit. And it does, and I prefer that. And so I'm going to do that on the bottom as well. So I'm going to do that. And I just want to see how easy it would be to make this a larger lip for the top, if that makes any sense. So let's see if I can do this. I'm just going to try something here. I'll fix it as the top. And I can always adjust that later. I just made this bigger than this one. In fact, I actually like that, and I think I'm going to do that in the bottom as well. So going back on what I just did. Box selecting and pulling this down. This is arbitrarily. It's not going to be exact. I don't care about that. Let's see if I like that. I do like that better. I'm going to hide this, and I'm even thinking about, I don't know. Do I want to put another? No, I don't think I do. Okay, that's fine. Let's bring that back for a moment. Okay, so what I want to do is on this top, which may or may not be overly visible, I was going to put the first aid sign. Am I nuts? Am I seeing that or not seeing it? Yeah, I am seeing it. Okay, so let's see. 20 work? 20 would work. Okay, I better change that probably to about 20 as well. For now, anyhow, we'll see. Okay. Okay, looks fine. I'm going to have the top flipped back so you wouldn't see there's actually a first aid sign there. So I might put it on the side here You know, just like this on this box, I might do something like that there, and one on the other side. We'll see. So I'm going to have the clips on the front and the handle. So I think I'll work on doing something right there. So let's go into face mode and go Shift S, cursor selected. So the next object I bring will come into this position. I'm going to bring in a circle, rotate Y 90, scale down. So I do want it relatively nice and big, and that's probably going to be just fine. Okay, edit mode, F to fill it with a face, and E to extrude along the X a little bit. I'm going to use this to cut in. So apply rotation and scale. Let's get this in wireframe to get us an idea of where it's, how far it's going in. So is that just hitting the surface there? You know, maybe I go in almost halfway to this line. And then what I thought I would do is, do I need to do this on both sides? I probably do. Shift D, bring this copy over here, and let's just zoom into that one. And I think I had it about halfway to that line. Is that right? Oops, what have I done? So the double and then the single. The double and then the single. Okay, good enough. Let's try joining these together. Control J. And I'm going to try a Boolean on this. Boolean difference. Select this. Looks good. Select it and hide it. Why did that not work? Hide it. So that would be my indent. It would be nice if I could bevel those edges a little bit. So I might try to do that. I'm not sure how that's going to go, if I'm going to ruin my surface. Let me just see if I grab that one and the same thing on the other side. I'll try Control B and pull back gently. Not getting anything yet. Where am I? Because it's this. My origin's way over there. Maybe I shouldn't. I wonder, what if I do this? Can I? Oh no, I'm already in. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. Let's just see what that looks like and how much it affects my surface. I think it's all right. No, did I create a problem there? Yeah, all right, I'm not going to do that. Okay, we're just not going to do that. So I'm in object mode. I'm going to unhide these. I'm going to delete those. Save. And I still got my 3D cursor there, so I'm going to bring in a cube. Scale it in the Y. Shift D. Rotate X 90. Join those. Oops. Control J. And I'll bring it out and scale it in the X a bit. And I want this. Let's scale in the X some more. I just want a nice and thin piece, sort of like that on there. But I'm going to bevel this. So let's come in and hit A, Control B, pull back, give it a bit of a bevel. That kind of thing. That's good enough. So I'm going to take that, make another one. see, they both look roughly like they're the same. So I'm going to grab that and join it. And that's what we got so far. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Good. Good, very good. Let's come to the front here. Shift S, cursor selected, deselect, and go back to object mode. I'm going to make the handle here. And how should I do this? I think what I'll do is I'm going to start with a cylinder, and I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to use the central piece, and I'm going to extrude central piece back to join the body. And then I'll do this handle part here. So I'll show you what I mean. Okay. So Shift A, cylinder, rotate Y 90, scale it down, scale it in the X. Scale it again, scale in the X. So I mean something like that. Scale in the X just a little bit more. Okay, so what I would do, I'm just thinking out loud, is I'll add 2 edge loops here and scale in the X, bring them out to like there, and then I'm going to take I'm going to separate these by selection. I'm going to grab that one and go P, separate by selection, come on out. So I've got that. I'm actually going to scale this a tiny bit along the X, and I'm going to hide it and fill in these faces. Okay, I'm going to unhide that. Actually, I'm going to hide these because I guess I got to fill in these faces too, don't I? Okay, so I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to hide this stuff. Come to this guy and come in. And I want to extend this back so that it would meet the body. And I have a little indentation here. I didn't do it the full length of it. So, and I think I'll do that again too. So I'm going to edge loops, scale on the X. No, what have we done? Why did that happen? That was weird. I'll do that. And face mode, so that's like the middle one, that one. Oh, that's the middle one. That one. So I got another one above and below. That's probably good enough. So let's okay, that's fine. Eat extrude, send this out. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I do want one more. I don't know. Eat extrude. Okay, now I want to straighten this up. I don't want it to be on an angle, so I'm going to, in the Y direction, this is the Y like axis, I want it at 0 position. So I'm going to go scale Y 0, and that will straighten them all up. And at this point, I'll just come out and I'll bring everything back so I get a sense of what's going on, and this is kind of how it would look, right? Okay. So that's how that's going to join. We'll just have another look at that. I can go into wireframe and see what the deal is. I'm fine with that. And I suppose I could get rid of these faces. But I don't know that I care that much right now. Let's get out of there for a minute. Let's go back to the image. So I've done something on the end here just to make it look a little bit more interesting. So let's try that. Let's grab that face and this face. I'll hit I to inset, bring it in a little bit, and then hit E to extrude and go scale in the X and bring these out a little bit. Just have a look at that. Okay, and of course I'd probably put smoothing on here, and I mean I could try edge split, see if I like that, you know, or I could adjust the smoothing angle. Let's try 45. Okay, sort of the same difference really. I'll do the same thing on this one for now. And you know, that's roughly how it would go. I might adjust the smoothing angle later. Kind of looks like the whole thing should be bigger. Let's bring this out a bit. Okay, well, something like that anyhow. I'm not sure that's the position of it. It probably isn't. Maybe a little bit higher. Okay, well at any rate, I just want to see how I joined these. I didn't really show very well the handle part. So what I'm going to do is let's just cursor selected there. And let's bring in a curve, NURBS curve. Let's bring it out here. And yeah, okay. I'm going to rotate this, rotate X 90, minus 90. Okay, good enough. And go to edit mode. And over here, I'm going to choose full extrude. I don't know how much depth and resolution. I'm just going to play around with this for now. Okay, and I just want to make a really simple handle. So I'll grab these and I'm going to go E to extrude, and then I'm going to go scale in the X. And make sure I got them all. Scale in the X. No, not scale B. Scale in the X. Pull them in something like that. And want to make sure it's straight. So that's going to be scale X0. And this one, scale X0. And then I will scale it in the X. And scale it in the Z. And scale it in the Y. And we're going to have a look at it. We're going to see what we can do with this. Scale it in the Y a bit more. Okay, scale it in the Z. Yeah, now this is not exactly how I did this one. And I might not like it that much. I might try putting another point in the middle and just to kind of flatten it out a little bit. And I might even then throw a cylinder around that and see. So scale it in the Y just a little bit more. Let's try that. Let's just choose that, cursor selected. I might still be on the handle part there, but let's try another cylinder here. Rotate Y 90. Let's scale it down. Yeah, I guess I'm on the handle. I may have to stop. My daughter's crying. My wife is with her, and it's my turn. So, well, we'll see. The dim is different, different kind of handle. That might be all right. Oh, yes, baby's crying. Now, can I blow some polys here? Okay, can I do that? Oops. Ah. Just select them all. No, I don't think I want to do that. I don't know if you can hear. Baby's crying. I will probably have to jump in very soon. But it doesn't take two. It takes one. One good parent. And my wife is excellent. And I'm very so-so at it. So we'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to make a mess of things by going I, hitting I twice. Just moving my mouse just a little bit. Extrude individual, pulling down. I think I want these to push out. And just to really blow my poly count, I'm going to bevel. Just a little bit though. Let's see, just to, well, I don't know what that's going to look like. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay, here she comes. I think, there. How many polys is that? I don't care. I really don't care. So that's what that handle would look like. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. So I think I'm gonna join. Do I want to join all this together? I'll do that part anyhow. Actually, I'll convert this. Alt C, mesh from curve. I'm just gonna go with that. Control J. I'll take that, and I'll put these things together as well. But I'll leave them separate, for materials. I don't really have to, but that's good enough just to do it like that. So it's coming along. It's coming along. Now the next thing I think we'll do before jumping to make some of these instruments will be these clips, for the way that they attach, and I'll do the bottom ones now, and we'll think about the top, because the top's going to have to be flipped back. So just like this. So I've got the cursor there, so that's fine. Shift A mesh. We're going to cube. I'm going to slide it over. Scale in the Y. And time out. All right, so I'm going to continue this. Got to be a little quiet because my daughter was sleeping. And I'm going to work on these sort of clips that would be on the sides here and on the tops. So I've got the piece in the middle of the clip in that one. So this one would, I guess, release that piece, and the case would open up. And so that's good for that. Now, stay in edit mode. I'll go to the edge mode. I think I'll grab all these sides here, and I'll try beveling them just a little bit. Like that. I'll grab the tops, bring them down a bit, think I'll do the bottom as well. There we go. So we'll all catch some light now. Great. Now I'm going to put another medical emblem on those, I think. So grab this, Shift S, cursor to selected. I'm bringing a circle. Oh, not T. Rotate X 90 and scale her down. So I want to have a button and the emblem on there, so we'll make it too big. Let's see if I can do this. I can have a smaller button there. Okay, that'll be fine. Okay, add a face to that, extrude. And I'm going to use this as my cutting tool. So I'll give it a try. Boolean difference. Select that, my cutting tool. Hide that. Okay, so I've got a little indentation there now. And I'll bring that back, and I may actually keep that piece to try to make some kind of button here. We'll see. I'll just leave that there for the moment and come back in here and select that, Shift S, cursor selected, and I'm now going to bring in a cube, scale it down, scale in the X, scale in the Z a little bit, and let's try Shift D, rotate Y 90. Crazy about that shape yet. So I might want to redo this. I want this a bit longer, I think, like that. Shift D, rotate Y 90, like that. And join these together. All right. Scale in the Y. Bring it back. And come in, and I'm going to bevel this as a whole. Okay, so I was a little bit afraid of that. So come into that, and let's see if I can dissolve faces. No, not yet. Okay. So what have I got going on here? I didn't expect that to happen. Never mind, I'm not going to do it that way. Let me just see if I can just grab these edges. I'm going to get all the edges, aren't I? End up with the same problem I had before. Okay, I want to take this whole thing over to another layer and just work on it there. Let's see what's going on. Nothing going on there. Okay. Well. I may have just done the same thing. That's all right, anyhow. All right. Okay, back to this. Okay, so that would look something like that. Let me join that. And now this would be some kind of button. All right, that would, you'd press to open this. It's pretty small button, but that's all right. What the heck? Let's do it like that. All right, so that's roughly how that's looking so far. And that would fit. I'm just going to make a decision about how I want that to fit. I might use it to cut through this piece here. I wouldn't have it exactly like that, but I might make it cut through. I'm not sure yet, but I want to do something else on it anyhow. So let's come into here. Shift S, cursor selected. Come on back out. A lot of the same techniques all the time. Rotate Y90. Scale it again. Sorry, it's not already. Okay, vertex. Rotate that around. Make a rounded rectangle here. Face. Select all of it. Face. E. Bring it up a little bit. I'm going to make a little indentation. Make sure all my normals are recalculated outside. And apply rotation and scale. Let's go back to this view. I'm just going to make some kind of indentation on the side there. And do something with that. So let's scale next, make it a bit bigger. Push that in, and I'll do another one on this side. Let's try a Boolean here. All right, good. I've got my indentations. I'm not going to keep these pieces. So delete those. But I think I do want to grab this. I'm going to go Shift T, separate it by selection, so I can grab that. Pivot over. Okay, rotate Z by 90. Scale that guy down. I don't know how visible this is going to be. Let's try an array in the Z direction. Actually, minus Z direction. I want to put 5. What does that do? There's for some kind of texture there. Okay, I don't really like it like that. There's two of them, look. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'll copy it and I'll put it over on the other side as well. Rotate Z 180. Bring it in. Ah, jeez. It's a very small detail, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Oops, Control J. Okay. There we go. So there, that is how that piece would work. Now, I'm not sure I can use this to cut a Boolean because it's open there, so I'm not sure I need to. Just want to think for a minute about what would look good and what would look stupid. I don't think I'm crazy about the looks of that, the more I think about it. Well, just want to see if this was flush, how it would look if I did cut through there, you know, and it was like there. Maybe I don't have to. Maybe I can just place it there. That almost looks okay. Now, is there any chance I could line that up there? On the other one there. Does that look okay? Not too bad. And what if I took that and brought one up here? Rotated around the Y, rotate Y 180. Oh, that wasn't 180. Rotate Y 180. I'm just getting a sense of this. If this one was there, and if I got rid of that, and not that, do something like that. Yeah, it needs to be somewhat smaller. Well, I mean, I could make the top of this a little bit bigger. I don't know if I like. Well, I do. I can solve this. I can figure this out. Can I take all of this? Can I move all this down somehow? Oh, not chicken. No, not like that. But well, I can go a little bit more anyhow. Move this over here. Bring it out just so it's visible. I'm not sure how important it is to bevel this, but we'll do it anyhow. Let's move this back. We are upside down. Kind of want to not have the same stuff here, and I'm tempted to, first of all, I'm tempted to rebuild the sides, and I don't know if that's crazy, and I don't know if it's going to work well for me. If I happen to do this, could I, what have I got going on there? Get rid of all of this. I need to be careful here. Hopefully I got the right part of it. If I did that. I could try to mirror it, or no, not that. Let's do it the way I did it a minute ago. That's what I got to be careful about. Hopefully I got the right ones. Here, just like that. Okay, let's move that back and see. I like that better. Okay, so that would go like that. And then we'll do this one. Right to that line there, pretty much. Okay, and these would attach to the top, so I'm going to join them right now. And there are my clips. It's debatable if I want to pull this out a little further, though. Make sure all polys are facing out. You know, like I'm thinking, like, do I want it something like that? I may not have grabbed all that I want, but no, I don't think that's necessary. Okay, so anyways, there we go for that part of it. And I think at this point it's reasonable to go ahead and rotate this back. Now, so let's come in here me choose just that, maybe that point, and cursor to selected, and let's just set the cursor like that. Let's give this a try. It's not exactly in the right height or anything, but actually maybe I do want to bring it down. Good enough. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. I'm rotating it around the X. Rotate X. Pull that back like that. I'm going to just try this. And then bring it down a bit. And just, sort of position this. And I'll put a little cylinder in there to represent like the hinge. And open something like that. Good enough for the moment. Let me see if I can go ahead and bring in a cylinder. Rotate Y90. And switch this back. Scale this down. Scale in the X. Scale it down again. Let's zoom in and see what that's going to look like. Scale in the X again. Scale Shift X. It's not exactly functional, but it'll just sort of look like it's supposed to be there, I hope. There's a small piece right there. Might be too small. I'm not going to worry about it though right now. Alright, so that's the basics of the case itself. Right, and then it gets into the actual equipment. So let's just see. I think maybe I will take a break at this point, and we'll come back in the next video and we'll start modeling some more, the equipment itself, and I may take another look at this handle and any of it. All right, so that's going to be it for now. Thank you for watching.